morning and happy September. I haven't done a video in September yet. I feel like it's actually been a long time, but it's just because last week I tried to film this canning video, which I did film, but I don't want to say it failed. I got like 13 jars of tomatoes. So I did can, like that is true. But I just felt weird because so many of my tomatoes were like rotten. And the lady, I got it from a local farmer, and she was nice enough to completely discount it. I wasn't expecting that, but she just said someone new was working, and so she wasn't able to check, and it was later in the season and stuff. I really just need to set an alarm like earlier in August if I'm going to be getting a bushel from a local farmer, because I did this last year as well, where I tried to can like early September, and there was still a lot more usable somehow, but yeah, I only got 13. My goal was 30 to last me the whole year. So I don't think I assume it won't last me the whole year, but that's okay. It was still a very fun experience. It was my first time canning by myself, so it was way different than canning with my parents and stuff. There's just so much I feel like I need to do today. I really Hi Crow. I really need to take down the garden bed where the chicken coop will be. I don't think I'll be able to build the chicken coop today, but I'll at least get the grounds ready and do some weeding and stuff in that area. And of course the chicken field trip and just things like that. I think it'll be a really chill weekend with me. The sun is really bright, but it feels so amazing outside. I need to, as you probably guessed, trim this tree behind me, because that seems like about all I do lately. But I need to trim that up before I take the garden bed down. So let's get to that. This is actually a lot sadder than I thought it would be, just because this was my first garden bed at this place. It was built about 3 years ago with my dad, which is just really special. But I explained in the first baby chicks video that this lives under a black walnut tree, so it gets juglone released in the soil. I didn't know that when I first made this bed, so everything here just grows really stunted, and there's so many veggies that like can't grow in juglone soil. So I've just never had any luck with it, and it's a really flat part of the yard. It just makes the most sense for the chickens to be here, but it is still sad to be ripping up this garden bed. I feel like this one's the saddest, but I'm gonna leave the flowers for the chicks. They're gonna love that. Nothing will be wasted. One last little look before I take it out. That's it. I still have to flatten it out and all that, but it was good to get the border gone. It looks so weird. I've just had this garden like ever since I moved here, so it's so odd, but I'm so excited that it's just gonna be a little chicken coop now. And I've actually been starting this book, The Honey Witch by Sydney Shields, which I realized that the last book I read was like, what, whoever you are, honey. So maybe I'm just in a honey book mood. If you have any other honey related reading sources, let me know. But no, this book has been so good so far. I really love her writing style. I really loved watching her. I found her before her book released, and watching her social media grow and just people back her and get all these pre-orders, and her to have such a successful debut almost like made me realize like, oh, you can just have a successful debut when no one knows you before. Like I don't know, it's one of those things that obviously it helps when you have this audience that you're writing for, but if you're so unknown, then I don't know, it, not that it's completely discouraging, because I just like writing. I'm gonna just write whether or not I end up publishing or not, but just to have that like reference of like, oh, this person had such a successful debut where no one has like read much of their work before. So that was just really cool to see. September started off on a weird foot, but we're not projecting past. We're not projecting the past on the present or on the future. So I woke up today and was just like, felt that breath of energy into my system again, and was just like, oh, today's the day we're starting our little stuff. So yeah, I hope you're having a good weekend. Thank you for watching my little weekend. I ended up making some snickerdoodle cookies last night, which is really nice. It's quite a bit colder this morning. We had to bring or my partner brought the plants in last night because I almost fell asleep forgetting. And I'm really glad we did because I don't know that they would have liked this weather. But the porch looks so weird without our plants. I might need to go get some like mums or something for uh, just the vibes. But yeah, I had such a good weekend. The start of September was so weird, so heavy, just a lot of different things with a lot of different people. It was very weird. But this weekend feels like something energetically really turned, which is really nice. And it was cool enough yesterday. We had all the windows open all day, and it just felt so amazing. I think the weather will be similar today. It's just starting off a bit chillier, but yeah, it's that weird like in between the season. And this is one of the first times that I'm like, I don't want summer to end. I'm not normally like that. I normally am ready for fall way before. But I just had such an amazing summer. I'm like holding on to it. But I know as soon as that flip switches, I'll be in cozy mode and just as happy. So yeah, cheers to the first week of September and the last little kiss of summer and the first little kisses of fall. I hope you had a beautiful weekend. Yeah, have a good one and cheers. Every year, I like to. Oh, leave me alone.